Oh, here she is.
Right.
Go on.
If you're atheist...
I am.
And you don't believe in an afterlife...
I don't.
If you don't believe in heaven and hell and all that, why don't you just go around raping and murdering as much as you want?
I do.
What?
I do go around raping and murdering as much as I want, which is not at all.
Because he's got a conscience.
But if death is just the end, what's the point?
What's the point in what?
Living. Might as well just kill yourself.
So if you're watching a movie and you're really enjoying it, something with Kevin Hart in,
Yeah.
and someone points out that this will end eventually, do you just go, oh, forget it then, what's the point, and just turn it off?
No, because I can watch it again.
Well, I think life is precious because you can't watch it again. I mean, you can believe in an afterlife if that makes you feel better. Doesn't mean it's true. But once you realise you're not going to be around forever, I think that's what makes life so magical. One day you'll eat your last meal, smell your last flower, hug your friend for the very last time. You might not know it's the last time, so that's why you should do everything you love with passion, you know? Treasure the few years you've got, because that's all there is.
I watched Ride Along 2 5 times.
Well, you haven't wasted your life then.
Definitely not. No. Love Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Everything about him. His humour, his comedy, his films.
Comedy films, mainly.
Mainly, yeah.
Yeah. Whatever gets you through.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming over.
Pleasure.
If I have to die, which I imagine I will, I don't imagine it, I just know I'm gonna have to. I wanna die like my father. My father died fucking. He did, man. He was 57, woman was 18. He came and went at the same time. Did nobody cry at his funeral? Everybody said, lucky motherfucker. And nobody else would fuck the woman for 2 years either. Said, no, I don't want none of that pussy. Thank you. No. No. And you know, I noticed that there's a difference in funerals. Like, white people have funerals, they love their dearly departed, but their funerals be different. They don't give it up easy. You know, they hold their shit in until they get home. Maybe they faint. They get at a funeral. Black people let it hang out right off. Take me away. And then they fall on your ass. They don't never faint, they just lean on your ass. You got to carry them to the car and say, bitch, get up. Damn. You got to kill me because that motherfucker dead?
I think actually scientists should kind of look into that whole death thing because they seem to focus on diseases. And, you know, I don't give a fuck about them because, you know, the guy go, hey, you got, we fixed your arthritis. And they go, I'm still going to die? They go, yeah. So that, I think, is the biggest problem. That's why I can't get behind politicians, you know, because they're always like, our biggest problem today is unemployment. And I'm like, what about getting old and sick and dying? And they usher me out the back way, you know, but... Seriously, if there was a politician ever that said, by my second term, there will be no death, I'd go, I'm voting for that fucker. I'd just give that guy all my money, and I'd sit on a chair. Sometimes I actually think I won't die. You ever think that? You go, fuck it, I'm not dying. But in your mind, when, you know, you analyze, you realize, you know, like you know, my dad died, and my grandfather died, and my great-grandfather died, you know, and the guy before him, I don't know, probably died. I think he died. Because otherwise he'd be on Extra. No, I come from a long line of death. That's my point. That's my point. And so I fear it, you know, I fear it a lot. And I think most of us do, you know. But it's funny, like what we fear, how we're going to die. It's always the ways we don't die. You know what I mean? Like we go, God damn, I hope a polar bear doesn't eat me, or some crazy shit, you know. Or I hope an airplane. You know, I got an airplane today. You know, every time you get on an airplane, you go, I hope I don't die. But you never die in an airplane. Ridiculous. Or you go, I hope a terrorist does not attack and kill me. I hope that doesn't happen. You know, you're always afraid of that. But you think about it, what's the odds that a terrorist will attack and kill you? You know, almost zero, you know? But what are the odds that you will be attacked and killed by your own heart? That's good. It's about 100%, you know, I think. Heart's not good. People think it is, but it isn't. People like hearts. They go, here's a Valentine's heart. You go, oh, yeah. They go, that guy's got a big heart. I go, you better fucking watch it then, because an attack and kill him. I don't know if he knows that. That's what got my dad. His heart attacked and killed him. And he was lying on his bed, and boom, dead on the floor. You know, they said it was instantly. And my dad, he wasn't expecting it. He was looking for fucking Arabs and shit. And his heart attacked and killed him. And he was dead, like, instantaneously. And sad. We were all sad. When something like that happens, people will just try to make you feel better. They'll say anything, you know. One guy said to me, don't worry, Norm. He died in his sleep. He didn't feel a thing. And I was like, really? When his heart attacked and killed him, he didn't? Because I wake up like if my cat walks across my belly. You know that? I don't know if my dad was that sound asleep. One guy said he's in a better place. I said he's on the floor. Dead. Earlier, he was alive on the bed. Now, with that Tempur-Pedic pillow I bought him for Christmas. I'm no physician, but I think that's the better place over there. On the bed.
Do you give much thought to that stuff, to the afterlife, to God, the idea, existence, or do you just sort of...
Not as much as I used to. I don't know if it's arrogance or whatever, but once I was able to kind of wrap my head around that religions are all based in the same just natural feeling you have, that if you do something good, you feel good. If you do something bad, you feel bad. That moral compass thing. Then once I just kind of looked how they just sort of exploit all of it, and it's hypocritical, and, you know, just the whole... That, like, you know, people who get super religious, like, there's people who get so religious that they commit murder because somebody says something bad against their religion, and the fact that they can still think that they're going to be in the eyes of this higher power as something good is, it's frightening. And I think what religion does, either deliberately or inadvertently, is it perverts your moral compass of doing good things makes you feel good, doing bad things makes you feel bad. And, like, look, believe me, dude, if when I die, if I am going to get judged, I am not going to make it. I have done some horrible, horrible things. And I would literally, what I would have to do, I would have to save a city single-handedly from a fire while suffering, third-degree burns just to get, right, I think, back to even. I'm like that, like, gambler that's just like, I'm just down forever, and I should just walk away. I'm never going to get even. I'm not even going to get close. So, I was a piece of shit for too long. So there you go. That's uplifting.
What if God is not tied to religion, though? What I'm saying is, God, there's a creator. He makes beings. He puts them here, and then that's it. Hands off.
That's how I view him. That's how I view him. Like, I don't view, like, you can't sit there and make 7 billion of something, give them freedom of choice, and not think that some sort of chaos is going to ensue. I think Carlin or somebody said something about how it's just his entertainment. He just made these things to watch. I feel like...
But you do believe that something made us, a creator made us. It's not just randomness.
No, my honesty is I don't know what happened. I have no idea what happened, but I am more likely to go. We'll go 70% science, 30% philosophy, and 0% religion is how I do it. But I like the ground floor of every religion, where it's like, don't.
Yo, let's talk about a real issue at hand. Trash piling up, it's time to take a stand. From plastic bottles to styrofoam cups, our planet's drowning, it's time to wake up. Garbage trucks roll, streets lined with waste, but where does it go? It's not a race to the landfill, a mountain of despair, but we can change course, show that we care. Trash talk, it's more than just words. It's about actions, the change we deserve. Reduce, reuse, recycle. That's the plan for a cleaner, greener earth. Let's take a stand. Trash talk, it's more than just words. It's about actions, the change we deserve. Reduce, reuse, recycle. That's the plan for a cleaner, greener earth. Let's take a stand. Single-use plastics, they gotta go. From straws to bags, it's time to say no. Bring your own cup, your own tote bag. Small steps add up, let's not lag. Sorting all waste is not that tough. Recycling centers, that's where it's rough. Separate paper, glass, and cans. Give them a new life, that's the plan. Trash talk, it's more than just words. It's about actions, the change we deserve. Reduce, reuse, recycle. That's the plan for a cleaner, greener earth. Let's take a stand. But it's not just about the stuff we toss. It's about the mindset, there's no loss. Composting food waste, it's a win. Turning scraps to soil, let's begin. Educate the masses, from young to old. The future's at stake, let the story unfold. For the sake of our planet, our home sweet home. Let's clean up our act, together we roam. Trash talk, it's more than just words. It's about actions, the change we deserve. Reduce, reuse, recycle. That's the plan for a cleaner, greener earth. Let's take a stand.
Kill people, honor your parents, don't steal, and that type of thing. Although I've broken a lot of commandments.
What do you think happens when we die, Keanu Reeves?
I know that the ones who love us will miss us.